Imagine a chilly evening in Coventry during October 1966. Factory workers gathered around a sleek, new saloon under the harsh glare of floodlights. It looked familiar, but somehow leaner, sharper, more purposeful. Someone called it the 420, and the name stuck. Little did they know, the modest-sized car sitting before them would become an important bridge between two chapters of Jaguar's history, though not for very long. Jaguar's story of building compact sporting saloons started with the Mark II in 1956. That car had a 2.4-liter and later a 3.4-liter XK engine, offering luxury and speed in a package that even ordinary families could dream about. It was a success, but customers soon asked for more. They wanted a bigger trunk and more headroom in the back. In 1963, Jaguar responded by creating the S-Type. They lengthened the body, added a 54-inch independent rear suspension, and made the back end look heavier. Some buyers liked it, but others felt it looked a bit like two different cars welded together, one from the front and another from the back. By 1965, it became clear that the S-Type was not exciting buyers like before. Sales numbers began to slip. Customers thought the styling looked confused. Meanwhile, the big Mark X was simply too large for narrow British roads or small American parking lots. Jaguar's founder, Sir William Lyons, saw the problem clearly. He ordered the creation of a final version of the compact saloon, something that would fix the issues without starting from scratch. Inside Jaguar, this project was called XJ5/4. The idea was smart and simple. They kept the S-Type's body shell, but updated it with a squared-off front end that matched the new 420G. They installed the bigger 4.2-liter straight-six engine from the Mark X, but tuned it differently. Instead of triple carburetors, it used just two Skinner's Union HD-8 carburetors. This choice made the engine run cleaner, allowed better bonnet clearance, and kept service simple. Styling was a major part of the 420's makeover. The design team, led by Jeff Lawson, flattened the tops of the front fenders, added twin sets of headlights, and designed a wide grille split by a slim chrome bar. The new face gave the car a modern, clean look. Gone were the dips and bumps of the Mark II. Instead, the 420 wore a simple, straight bumper and dummy horn grilles under the headlights. The bonnet remained rear-hinged like the S-Type, which was a smart move since it saved manufacturing costs and amused owners every time they opened it to show off the engine. Inside, Jaguar paid attention to safety, a new concern in the late 1960s. Instead of exposed polished wood on the doors, they used padded Rexine coverings. They also moved the clock to the center of the dashboard and redesigned the seats for better support. The changes might sound small today, but back then, they made a real difference, especially if you accidentally bumped your head during a tight turn. Mechanically, the 420 kept the S-Type's basic structure. It used the same 107.375-inch wheelbase and a strong monocoque body. The rear suspension was fully independent, with twin coilover shocks and inboard disc brakes to reduce unsprung weight. Up front, the engine was a jewel, a 4.2-liter XK straight-six, producing 245 horsepower at 5,500 revolutions per minute and 283 pound-feet of torque at 3,750 revolutions per minute. Most cars came with a Borg Warner Model 8 3-speed automatic transmission. However, some lucky buyers chose the all-Synchromesh 4-speed manual gearbox with Laycock de Normanville overdrive. Steering was handled by Marl's Varamatic power steering, which changed its ratio depending on how far the wheel was turned. That meant light steering at parking speeds and tighter control at higher speeds. It was clever, even if the name sounded like something from a science fiction movie. Brakes were discs at all four corners, with a dual-circuit Girling hydraulic system for safety. The front brakes measured 11.2 inches across, providing strong stopping power for a car weighing about 3,700 pounds. Jaguar also improved cooling with a cross-flow radiator and a viscous fan made by Holset, which helped keep temperatures under control during slow city drives. Performance numbers were impressive for the time. Independent road tests measured 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 9.9 seconds. Top speed was around 123 miles per hour, which was faster than many larger American V8-powered sedans. The standing quarter mile took about 17.4 seconds, while the standing kilometer came up in just 31 seconds. Not bad for a saloon with only 6 cylinders and proper British manners. Jaguar unveiled the 420 at the Earl's Court London Motor Show in October 1966. It sat proudly next to the newly renamed 420G and the sleek E-Type 2+2. Reviewers quickly nicknamed it the Baby Mark 10, although it was actually 14 inches shorter than its big brother. The 420 slotted neatly into Jaguar's lineup, priced about 200 pounds more than the S-Type, making it a premium compact car. Motor Magazine tested the 420 in 1967 and praised its ride, braking, and quiet cruising ability. They clocked a maximum speed of 117 miles per hour during real-world testing. Road and Track magazine called it an unmitigated pleasure, highlighting the car's smoothness and nimbleness. Even Australia's Wheels magazine gave it high marks, especially for its accurate steering feel. Not everyone realizes there was also a Daimler version of the 420. Called the Daimler Sovereign, it had the same body and the same 4.2-liter XK engine. The only differences were minor styling touches like a fluted grille, different hubcaps, and slightly more luxurious trim. Daimler buyers got power steering and overdrive as standard features. It was the first Daimler that was really just a Jaguar underneath. For a brief moment, the Jaguar 420 was the best-selling saloon in Jaguar's lineup. It even outsold the Mark II and the heavy 420G, but success became its own worst enemy. In 1968, Jaguar launched the XJ6, a brand new saloon that used almost the same wheelbase and mechanicals, but wrapped them in much sleeker, more modern styling. The 420 had served its purpose and was quickly retired to make room for the new car. Daimler kept building the Sovereign version for another year until their own XJ-based model was ready. Owning a Jaguar 420 today comes with its own set of challenges and rewards. Parts for the 4.2-liter engine are easy to find because Jaguar used that engine for many years. However, body panels specific to the 420 are rare. Finding a good, rust-free example can be tricky, and restoring one is not cheap. Stainless steel trim pieces and unique interior bits are often missing or damaged on surviving cars. Today, club records suggest that only about 1,500 Jaguar 420s and 1,000 Daimler Sovereigns are still roadworthy around the world. Most survivors are found in the United Kingdom, Australia, and the United States. Enthusiasts appreciate their smooth ride, strong performance, and relatively compact size. Critics mention that the 420's footwells are cramped and that it drinks fuel at a rate of about 15 miles per gallon. Then again, elegance never was about saving fuel. Because the 420 looks similar to both the smaller Mark II and the bigger 420G, it sometimes gets overlooked even by Jaguar fans. Yet this anonymity means the 420 remains one of the few affordable ways to experience 1960s Jaguar motoring without needing to sell a kidney. The Jaguar 420 was never meant to be a legend. It was a smart, quick fix to a problem Jaguar faced at the time. But sometimes it is the bridge, not the castle, that matters most. Without the lessons learned from the 420, the XJ6 might not have arrived as the masterpiece it became. So if you ever spot a Jaguar 420 parked at a show, give it a little nod. That quiet car did more than people realize.